Welcome back. Last time we skillfully navigated a mine or a cave, but it didn't pan out. This time we'll see druids riding spiders that chase me down while the mist wolves hunt. Apparently all the druids come with those spiders. Oh no. Man, they're pretty quick, huh? I still love the sounds of the wolves. So last dungeon didn't pan out. I don't know why. Oh, I got blinded by one of the creatures for a significant length of time. Which means I can't sprint. These creatures are already fast. So I'm just going to the other side. I'm going to try to find another haunted mines. I don't know exactly what this one is. Here, let's check. Game your title by placing, it's just called the Dark Forest Ruins, and then settle the Restless Phantoms and the Knight's Tomb, and the Carmelite Tower's devices will obey you. Yeah, so I need to find and defeat them. I don't know what happened last time. I couldn't find the boss room. But this time I'm hoping things will go different. No, so I rewatched some Soul Eater, and it's an interesting watch. Rewatching it is a little meh because a lot of what it does. Here we go, another Knight's Tomb. A lot of what it does relies on a bit of shock value, not a lot. Not like it's like, oh god, like a horror thing where you need the shock. But it is a little bit. Jesus Christ, these drones are super annoying. Not been having a fun time with the enemies in this area. But they're so fun in their design. How could I not be? There goes my boots. That's a funky looking bow. It's a purple. Oh, so this was a chipped gem of the samurai. It's unique probably to the mod the samurai mod I have. Inflict grievous wounds. I believe that's anti-heal. It gives me speed. It does a lot of damage. And it's unenchanted, which means I can do a lot with it. Well, Elven Bow of the Predator, I'd rather be the Elven Ender Bow of the Sniper. No offense, but being a Predator is not something I've ever had ambitions to be. Chipped Brawler's Gem, max HP. I remember Brawler's Gems being quite good when I played. Bane of Arthropods 4. But Brawler's Gems were some of the most ideal for armor because they're HP. One moment. Sorry about that. I'm back. He exploded in particles. This time I will endeavor to be less forceful with the discovery of new rooms. Though I am still very annoyed with how massive these structures are. Plus 10 armor. Yeah, you know what? I think I will. It'll be an extra, but... Yeah, I don't think I'll put it on immediately, but it does seem like it'd be a good backup. So I don't have much to say. I'm just a little peeved by this dungeon. I'm trying to keep track of where I have been, where I'm going. Jungle tree here. That will be a landmark. Will signify that it's a dead end. Like most things will. That was from the creeper I punched out of the way. Good landmark, good landmark. I didn't know those were so closely connected. I thought it was in a different way. This is from the beam I sent down. I didn't hit much of the dungeon, so it should be fine for the most part. Taking a lot of damage in this dungeon. The enemies hurt quite a bit. I know I don't have shoes anymore, but still. Ooh, 3 in 1. Reminds me of the old fable, the 12 in 1 guy. Where he got 12 flies with one swipe of his handkerchief, but people believed that he had gotten like 12 enemies with a single like swipe of his sword. And then people ended up asking him like, oh hey, we need 2 giants felled. And then he was like, alright, I'll try. And he was like, but how am I gonna do this? And then he ended up throwing a stone from a hidden position. I remember this part of the story. He threw a stone from a bit away. Multi-bow? Fires extra horizontal arrow? That sounds pretty worthless. But he ended up hiding from one of their angles and throwing a rock at the other. That way the rock would hit, and the other one thought the other one hit it, and the two of them ended up fighting until they ended up beating each other enough to where neither of them survived. And so when people asked, how'd you do it, how you do it? He was like, I threw a rock. Just threw a rock at him? Yeah, threw one rock. And people imagined like, oh, he threw a massive boulder big enough to crush both of them. But you just threw like a regular rock at one of their heads. I'm getting really hit. I hit the boss. The boss is close enough to have been activated and then hit by the AoE. Phenomenal. Oh, you're a spider. You can climb up walls. My technique to evade you has only made you evade me. What a fool I've been. Destruction 3. Gem of the Combatant. It's unique and it's epic. Physical damage taken is reduced. Ignore durability damage from melee weapons. This seems usable enough. Usable enough to consider. I need boots. Did I miss any boots in here? Nope. Alright, well, let's go find the boss. He's somewhere around here. Found him! Now let's really hope I'm well enough prepared for this, because I think the answer might be no. Well, they are quite spooky, aren't they? Oh, that's the one I need. Oh, but he's now hidden within them. Oh, there he is. He's revealed himself. Oh, he's throwing out scythes. So just hitting any of them does do damage. Right. Ow. The charge. Thankfully, when he flies up into a block, he just... When he flies upwards into a block, it made all of his attacks miss. Ow. Also, he's taking over different ones. It's not the same one every time. Also, I'm not doing much damage to any of them. Makes you wonder, maybe one good magic blast. Oh, yeah. One good AoE magic blast did seem to do the trick. My knowledge of death went up. Oh, and they dropped lots of yellow hearts. Pick up all these yellow hearts about. So what? Strong undead? You killed an undead boss. Oh, that was apparently worth a lot. And then apparently the Carmenite Acclamation got me another one. And then back to childhood because I picked up a voodoo poppet. Then I enchanted a voodoo poppet. And then I got a familiar receptacle. Because they were drops. That's hilarious. Curse of Bones 5. I'm not that concerned about that. Ah, so the phantom gear isn't lost on death. Giving it soulbound is even funnier, though. Skeleton druids I don't think are important enough to care about. Scroll of Instant Mana 5. Sure. Anyways, we'll put another knowledge point into Jailer. Increase the chance of getting an enchanted key. Night Metal Sword doesn't do anything special, though. Berserking. This one has Silk Touch. That's what I think of Berserkers generally as Silk Touch. Gives overheal. Phantom Helmet. I mean, the Phantom Armor is okay, but I have Apotheosis gear. Now, is there anything in their tombs? No, I think their spawner blocks, though, are actually in those when you come in the first time. I did enjoy the boss fight at the very least. It was funny that I learned he was there because I accidentally hit him through the wall. But you know, I had to learn he was there somehow. Then there are some diamonds, and you know, I'm not just gonna leave some diamonds behind. Man, the crack is so subtle. You see that just a little bit? Changes what block it is. Though I get it, if I were building with it, I'd want a separation between the cracked and the not cracked. I'm way too far away from that. I don't know why I thought that would work. Yeah, that was truly really convenient that he just happened to spawn under me. Also, it's really convenient that I had an AoE magic spell. So, they had a lot of physical protection, but one... I imagine you could replicate that effect with like a splash potion of instant damage. But, you know, it's kind of just like a cool interaction. We could explore this place for more loot. Or we could do what feels far better. Get out of here in style. I don't know how to do this safely. Well, if you can't do it safely. I feel like I'm definitely within the explosion radius, you know? Oh, I wasn't. Convenient. Ah, so the boss room being surrounded by obsidian actually means that I never found the boss room of the previous one. Because I would have seen the obsidian ring. Which means truly I could have just kept blowing it up. Anyways, I want to get out of here. Now, a fun thing, unlike this biome where you needed to be underneath to find what you were looking for, you can run across the top to get to this one, but it's not a very long run, so I'm fine with not clearing my way to the top. And welcome to the Urgas lair. And now it'll respond to our touch. It's one of the coolest things that exists in here. Oops. Axe is the effective block. Hey, what is this? Ancient Scroll of Reach. Or Harvest. Lasts for 12... That's for 13 minutes? Scroll of Evasion. The receptacle contains the soul of a creature. Kawauzo. Poor Kawauzo. Evasion. By that look, I'm assuming this makes it so I dodge. Aha, a brewing stand. I will likely end up getting rid of this brewing stand, but still pretty neat. Ah, anvils. Those will go in the stack of anvils I have. Oh, but this one's chipped. They took me for an absolute fool. No, it's only slightly damaged. I mean, it did what I expected it to do. It's just really funny still. So that's a little ergast. Carbonite ghastling. Oh, these are to the outside. Oh, it also only works until triggered. So it was a one-time use thing. Probably for the best. After all, one skeleton arrow did just ruin me, so let's send me back to the beginning. Carbonite ghastling spawner. I am curious about the Carmenite. Ooh, all caps. Carmenite. Does Carmenite drop from Carmenite Gastlings? Okay, it drops from the Ergast. He's a little bulky. I'm going to need to watch my footing a bit better. But hey, my max mana is up to 2,000 now. We've been doing it service. I mean, they drop gunpowder and they seem to be quite squishy. They do fly though, so I'm not sure. Well, I guess they just make a farm that kills flying creatures. I have like utilities and stuff, so. Nah, ink sac farms. I do like sort of the theming of this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, we need lots of ink because we'll be writing lots of books. Also, you can't break this stuff until you... Anti-build block. The anti-builder here. Blazes? I could get a blaze spawner. Nether wart? I could get another wart. Whoever needs to go to the nether. Ow. Oh, I'm not picking up the blaze rods. I don't really need the brewing stand if I have a blaze spawner. I do it. Ooh, let's not burn down the entire wooden tower I'm in. I destroy the spawner, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. What do I have for food? Oh, I ran out. You know what? It was foolish of me to run out of bowls. There's a flawed gem of the warlord. Honestly, pretty good still, but we can do better. The anti-build block will appear, but we can still break the... Then I just need to pick them up through the wall. Then I can farm them. Then I need soul sand, then I can farm them, but... I don't think soul sand is exceedingly rare. I've seen it in quite a few places already. Oh. There's that 3. That's enough to farm, baby. That's enough. Right now, where's the way up? You or you? Could be either. Let's try this way. Spiders. They're annoying. Let's try the other way. No spiders. Life's all about choices. My only food really hydrochops. I mean, I got them. Might as well enjoy them, you know? Yeah, it was supposed to keep... Carbonite golem, huh? Okay, and you spawned on this side of the doorway as well. Wait, you drop iron? And this is a spawner for them? Alright, iron golem spawner. Except squishier than iron golems. Also hostile. Maybe that's to my benefit. Oh, yeah, they activate on redstone, so... Experiment 115. Of course. I believe that can be used for something. It can be used to make gassed burgers, which give regen for 2 minutes. Or grilled gassed. Yeah, that doesn't seem really worth it. Expensive meal, especially with what I found that just cost lily pads. Oh, I'm not in the main structure at all, nor am I even close. But hey, I think we can see the big boy. Or those are regular boys. A fun part about fighting a ghast-like boss. I teleported to where my arrow landed. Mob drops will teleport to you. Yes. I teleported... Or wait, or did the Ergast ball teleport me? Is that what that did? I'm mucho confusedo. Oh, you know what would have been really useful right now? That ascension scroll that I know I have at home. You know what? I know it's a shorter one, we haven't completed it, but I'm not feeling like I'm entertaining really right now. And I think if I come back to this later, I'll be more entertaining later, and therefore you will have a better time as a viewer. So I'm sorry to cut it short. I'm sorry we didn't get to complete this dungeon, but I hope to just complete it next time. But until Wait, this is worthless. But until then, have a happy Halloween.